Trump wants to ban TikTok again. And this time, it might actually happen. Not because of politics, not because of culture wars, but because TikTok is owned by China. And the US government believes it is a national security threat. If this ban goes through, 170 million Americans could lose TikTok overnight. Creators, businesses, influencers, gone. So the real question is Trump protecting America or starting a digital war? Let's be clear about something. This is not just another social media drama. This is a power battle between two global superpowers. On one side, the United States. On the other side, China. And TikTok is stuck in the middle. Trump says TikTok collects American data. He says that data could be used by the Chinese government. And he calls it a direct threat to national security. But TikTok says, we don't share US user data with China. So who is telling the truth? Here is the real problem. TikTok is not just another app. It is not like Instagram. It is not like YouTube. TikTok's algorithm is incredibly powerful. It controls what millions of Americans watch, think, and talk about every day. And that makes governments nervous. Very nervous. Because information is power. And whoever controls TikTok's algorithm controls attention. This is not the first time Trump tried to ban TikTok. Back in 2020, he pushed hard to shut it down. But the courts blocked him. Now he is back, stronger, more determined. And this time, Congress is also on his side. New laws are already being prepared. The message is simple. Sell TikTok to an American company or get banned. Here is something most people ignore. TikTok is not just an app. It is a massive economy. Millions of Americans make money from TikTok. Small businesses use it for marketing. Musicians get discovered on it. Influencers build entire careers on it. If TikTok disappears tomorrow, brands lose audiences. Creators lose income. Small businesses lose customers. This is not just politics. This is about real people and real livelihoods. Now think about this from China's side. TikTok is one of the few Chinese tech companies that truly conquered America. It is a symbol of digital power. If the US forces TikTok to sell, China loses face. China loses influence. China loses control. And Beijing does not like losing control. That is why this fight is so dangerous. It is not just about an app. It is about global dominance. Let's imagine the ban actually happens. What would change? First, millions of users would suddenly need a new platform. Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts? Maybe, but none of them are TikTok. Second, creators would lose their audiences overnight. Years of work gone. Third, American tech giants would get stronger. Meta would win. Google would win. Competition would die. And then there is another important argument. Is banning TikTok even fair? Some people say, this is not about security. This is about control. They argue the US government is afraid of a platform it cannot influence. Banning an app used by millions. Is that really protecting freedom or limiting it? There is still one possible way out. A deal. The US could force TikTok to be sold to an American company, just like Trump tried before with Microsoft and Oracle. That would keep TikTok alive, but it would completely change who controls it. The problem? China might refuse. And if China refuses, the ban becomes almost inevitable. This fight is not just about TikTok. Today it is TikTok. Tomorrow it could be another Chinese app, another Chinese company, another digital service. This is the beginning of a new digital Cold War. A war over data, a war over algorithms, a war over influence. So here's where we stand. Trump wants TikTok gone. China wants TikTok untouched. And 170 million Americans are stuck in the middle. The clock is ticking. One decision could delete the most powerful social media platform in the world. Overnight. The real question is simple. Is this about protecting America or controlling the internet? We are about to find out.